YouTube land, what's good? It's your boy B Heard, aka Brian, aka Prince, aka Prince Pajila out there. If you don't know me, future FGC commentator here. I am here to recap Canada Cup. This show is kind of like, Flo and Mike Ross's Capcom Pro Talk. That's always been my dream. I love that type of show, type of recap show. And you just shoot the stuff, you know what I'm saying? This is season 1 of it. I'm not a nobody. I'm a nobody in the FGC right now. So maybe when I get some commentary and I know more players and I get a setup with a PC, I'll be able to do it live and invite people on and talk to them about the tournament and what they thought about thought process and things of that nature. I have ideas for it, but we gotta make it grow. And it'd be fitting to have someone on this tournament too today because of the kind of controversy that kind of happened with Canada Cup. But I'll get into that later. Right now, let's talk about Canada Cup. Canada Cup was premiered. Now there's only 3 events left. 4 events if you count Canada Cup, but 3 events left. 2 of them are finals. It's a really huge opportunity for a Latin America player and a North America player to get into Capcom Cup. I think there's another ranking event too. So it goes the Latin America final, it goes the ranking event, and then it goes the U.S. final. And then there's a month till Canada Cup, so you can save, rest up, train your butt off. Best believe that we will do a predictions video for every. I think I want to do a predictions video for every round 1 matchup. Like watch it, analyze it, say this person did this did well in this, things of that nature. And then I want to do like a top 8 prediction too as well. So that'll be interesting. I can't wait to look forward to that. What else would I wanted to say? DBFZ was there too. A lot of killers came out too. It was a good DB Dragon Ball Fighters event. Sonic Fox took place in Soul Calibur too. I actually watched some of that. That was fun to watch. I actually bought the game. It's super fun, especially when you have a squad to play with. But yeah, let's get into the Capcom side of things and talk about Street Fighter. Street Fighter, I guess Canada Cup has. I love these tournaments with a tradition, and Canada Cup's tradition is the 5v5. I don't think they use the actual 5v5 that's in the game, which I think. I don't know if Capcom should tweak it a little bit, but they should make it more tournament friendly. But I heard it is, so I don't know. I haven't really used that a lot. That feature where it's like Team Red, Team Blue, and then you could pick your V trigger. I guess you can't switch V triggers if you're on the winning side, but yeah, I think we need to implement that just to speed up the process of a tournament because tournaments are super, super, long essentially as they are. And they kind of don't usually run on the time frame that they're given. It's just because how tournaments are, and you can't predict the unknown. So that's just the thing of tournament, and that's a lot of foreshadowing for what I want to talk about as far as the event goes. But anyway, Tokido took first place, and I'm gonna stop right there, and let's talk about it. Top 8 was not streamed unfortunately because due to the power. Due to it didn't even get streamed in English, rebroadcasted in English commentary, so it was just strictly Japan commentary, which I didn't have an issue with. But I'll talk about that when I get to it. Right? Tokido won. Tokido this season has gone first in Canada Cup, first in Tokyo Game Show, NCR, Battle Arena, TGU, E-League. He's gotten second in Rage Ball Cup. Southeast Major, the Asia Regional Final, Taiwan Fighters, and EVO. 12 events, he's finished first or second. He has the first place by a chokehold pretty much. I guess there's 2 premieres left, so maybe if someone who's in like second or third place wins both of those, they can skip Tokido, but I think Tokido's the guaranteed number 1 spot. He might even go to these events to gatekeep. Let's talk about it. The homie Demon Dan brought up a good point. Well, actually, someone asked him this question. They said, if you take Tokido and you said you flipped it this season, he's putting the same time, the same effort into a low-tier character. They use Alex because Demon Dan is Alex main. So I'm going to use Alex for this analogy. Do you think he gets the exact same results? The exact same results. And Demon Dan's answer was if he had put the time and the effort in like he does the Kuma, I think so, yes. me personally, does he still get the top 8 at all 12 of these events? Absolutely. I still think he gets top 8 at all 12 of these events. Now, does he win half of these events? Or is that half technically? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so half of those events, right? I think not. And the reason why I think not is because Japan players are kind of known for playing top tier. Think of Itabashi Zangief, right? One of the best Zangiefs, probably arguably the best Zangief, whatever you feel like. He's playing Abigail. A lot of players switch to like a Cammy, a Manat. Who else is super strong? Akuma. I feel like Japan players play top tier. Not saying that Japan players can't make it work with whoever they play with. Yes, there's arcades everywhere. You can level up so fast in Japan. The netcode's good just because everybody's close by. The internet's good. Where in the U.S., it's a wide range of different type of netcodes and areas. Because if you take Google Fiber and Verizon Files, which are some of the best internets in the world, I don't got that in my area of Iowa, so my internet could be sucky, and I can never level up just off online training. So I don't think that Japan plays low tier like that. I mean, maybe Bonchan, I guess, because you can say Nash is lacking in some areas, but then he plays Karen, which I think Karen's pretty strong. I mean, he plays Sagat too, so I mean that's really the only Japan player I think that you could say plays like a bad character. Like, who else? A lot of people play Ibuki. Ibuki's strong. Like, maybe Boxer is not strong. I mean, I think there's probably a couple Claw players and a couple Dictator players, but even then, I give you Claw, but they're still pretty good. So, but we're also talking about Tokido, so we're talking about arguably the best player. No matter how chaotic and how easy and brain dead Street Fighter V is to some of you people out there in the world, you still got to play, you still got to make these results. So I never want to take anything away from Tokido's results, but I'm just giving the simple question asked, do I think he gets the same results with Alex? I say top 8, yes. But maybe instead of 6 first places, he gets 3. Maybe there are more second places, or maybe there's a third place or fourth place. Because Akuma's really strong, man. Akuma versus Alex. Everybody, I think that's probably 6'4" Akuma. I'd say. I mean, I don't know. But I haven't really played the matchup like that. But just on paper, Akuma doesn't really have any glaring holes that Alex could take advantage of with a lot of his stuff. So let me know. That'd be my question. If you watch this video and you watch to this point, let me know. If out of 12 events, Tokido's finished first and sixth and second, or sixth and second place. I don't know if I probably butchered that. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So, do you think if you take those results, not those results, if you take those events, so 6 first places and 6 second places, does he do that with Alex? What is those results with Alex? Let me know down below. Xiaohai, good to see Xiaohai playing again. Really strong competitor. Kind of been hit or miss this season, but it's good to see him competing well towards the end of the year. Which, last chance qualifiers coming up, so hey, Xiaohai could probably take it. Justin Wong, or how Smog likes to say, Justin Wong, took in third place. Fudo took in fourth. Fujiwara and Mago taking fifth, both respectively. Nia Punk taking seventh, both respectively. Some noticeable ninth place finishes. MLV, Phenom, Alex Myers, Problem X. Some noticeable 13th place finishes. Rob TV, Moke, Daigo, Itabashi Zangief. Some noticeable 17th places. Terrence, a good ATL player. Good to see him finishing well. Kazunoko, Smug, CJ The Truth, Dogura, John Takauchi. LPN, Chris G. And some noticeable 25th place finishes is Gamer B, Knuckle Sin, Chris Tatarian, Storm Kubo, Nemo, and Panoy. And let's talk about Dragon Ball for a little bit. Sonic Fox looked damn good. Beat Leffen in winners finals. Good to see Leffen in winners finals. I thought he played pretty well. He played pretty exceptionally too. And Kazunoko and Hook and God played for the first time in tournament, and that was a good set too. And I didn't know that was the first time they ever played in tournament, so that's super sick. Yeah, so Sonic Fox won it. Won Soul Calibur, like I said earlier as well, and then Kazunoko took second. Leffy took third. Dogra took fourth. Hook and God took fifth, and Timo took fifth as well. Zillify, I hope I'm saying that. Arts Waltz took seventh both respectively. I brought up the teams, like I said earlier in the Canada Cup. The teams were Japan first. Japan 1 took first place with Tokido, Daigo, Gachiku, Fudo, and Fujimura. I would go last on that team. I'd be like, look, y'all got it. I don't even have to play. Even if I was at the caliber of any of these players, inside a player, I would still go last on this team. This team is just godlike. USA 2, Do, CJ Truth, Cool Kid, Shine, and Ayla 1 Strider took second. Tonarato with Brutus, Vast and Saber, Les, and Cyro Blast took third. Now let's talk about Canada Cup as an event. And I think what people fail to realize is it's never just one thing that happens that is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's usually like a trickle-down effect, a cause and effect, you know what I'm saying? Say you break your ankle. If you break your ankle, it's not you just broke your ankle. You broke your ankle, you miss work, you have to get surgery on that ankle, then you have to rehab the ankle, then you're isolated on the ankle, so there's not a lot you can do on the ankle. That's 5 things I just listed off of breaking the ankle. So could you imagine what would happen if you're running an event and then the event convention center has a strict time and then they take setups away because they know they're going to do cleanup, and then the power goes out because you're sharing it with a convention center? Like, it's just a trickle-down effect. And I know that Lap and the guys at Canada Cup didn't want this to happen. It's not like they predicted this was going to happen. You can prepare as much as you want, but you can't prepare for how hard you get hit, if that makes sense, right? So you never know how bad it is until it happens. So to sit here and say that Canada Cup is the worst event ever, I'm never coming back to this event. Stuff happens. You know, I think Combo Breaker is a great event, but wasn't people complaining about lag on the monitors? I know at least with Justice Sue, and I think even Cool Kid said something about it. But that's kind of, I'm still going to go Canada Cup. Or I'm still going to go Combo Breaker. I might have said Canada Cup when I met Combo Breaker. But, like, yeah. There's something that happens at all these tournaments. Are these tournaments perfect? No, not essentially. But they're trying everything in the power to make it perfect and run as smoothly as possible. So it's unfortunate that had to happen, but it's still the October tournament to go to. And best believe, especially since it took place on my birthday this weekend, October 28th, I'm going to Canada Cup next year. I want to go to Canada Cup next year. So if you need a commentator to hire, since everybody else says this is a crappy event and they don't need to go, hire me. I will support the hell out of Canada Cup. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to that tournament. I want to visit. I want to do that, all that, and then some. So it's just unfortunate. I mean, stuff happens. Stuff happens. I mean, from a player's perspective, I guess it was crappy too, since they took away casual setup, so you can't even learn anything if you really wanted to play and get better. Especially if you like went on to and say the person who showed up didn't really show up till late, because I heard there was some TO things too. So it sucks. It sucks, essentially. It sucks. I think it would suck more if that was the only event you went to this year. You know what I'm saying? Say you're a local Canadian. Words. Woo! So words are hard. So say you're a local Canadian. Why the? Anyway, yeah. Say you're local and you're going to this event, and this is the only event you can go to. You save up, and then that happens. That's unfortunate. I do apologize for that. I'm sorry. Sucks. But you know, it's just unfortunate, and I feel bad for more like Lap and those guys right there, because it's like they want to hold this standard that Canada Cup has been held to. So, no, I'm not talking about somebody. Like, it's just sad. It's just sad to see. So hopefully they figure out. I have strong belief and hope that they figure it out next year. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Let's talk about some CPT standings. And no biggest game, no last four, no largest drop this week, just because I wanted to talk about, give a little preview show to the final Brazil this weekend, Latin America final. Let's get into the CPT standings. Of course, Tokido with no surprise in first place with a whopping 4,161 points. He's good. He's in the tournament, regardless of if he competes in the last 3 weeks or not. If he wants to take November off just to chill and get ready for that last chance qualifier, he can do it damn well, please. Will he do it, though? No, he's probably going to gatekeep. I don't blame him. Fujimura in second place with a whopping 2,971 points. Problem X right behind his tail. I think it's a good second place at a premier event a la this weekend or the U.S. final would do him some solid and get him in that second place spot. Which I feel like every spot outside in the top 10 that's not first place is actually a comfortable spot. Because well, maybe not so. Maybe more towards the middle, because I guess there's not going to be a lot of changes towards that, where the end, anyone can take a spot. I wouldn't want to be in Tokido's spot where he has no idea who he's playing until the next day in the tournament. That would suck, because then it's like a game plan thing. But then again, they have to prepare for you, because obviously you're the best. So, Fudo with a fourth place with a whopping 2,301 points, excuse me. Sako, 39-year-old young man who's beasting with Minot in fifth with 2,241. Justin Malong with 1,911 points. NL with in seventh place with 1,842. Oil King right on his tail with in eighth with 1,840. Daigo Umahara with 1,642 in ninth place. In Infiltration, I think what they're going to do is just basically kick him out the tournament. Just move everybody up. That'd be my guess. I always right to the 11th. In 10th place with a whopping 1,600 points. And then Knuckle Dude with a whopping 1,551 to round up the top 11. Only 3 tournaments left. Like I said, this weekend is the Latin America final, so I'm looking forward to that. And with the Latin America final, they fly out the top 7 people. And then they fly out the top 7 people, and then they have like a last chance qualifier, if you will, and then the person that qualifies gets to play on Sunday in the top 8. So Cabo's in first place, Paulinho's in second, HK Dash in third, Pete Kiro in fourth, Doomsnake 507 in fifth, Menard D in sixth, and Kinema in seventh place, and then obviously we don't know who the last chance qualifier is. I'm going for Mono, the Fang player that Reddit Street Fighter sent, so why not? I'm going to go for him. I'm going to root for him. Hopefully he gets the spot. Gets the spot in the last chance qualifier. Then on top of that, I don't see, it's weird too, because it's like, what if Menard D wins? I guess if Menard D wins, they give it, say if he won and then Kaba finished second, I guess they give it to Kaba, which that'd be kind of a cool little duo tandem. You know what I'm saying? Especially since the boys and lab partners on the same team. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mono to win, to get in, and then I don't know who do I have winning it though. That's $1 million question for the final. I'm gonna go with Kaba. Kaba's been playing damn good this season. Everybody be kind. And then Kaba had the controversy with Goichi at the very beginning of the season when he was playing more Street Fighter V. And then Kaba's been proving himself ever since. So I think we'll see more of the same. And that's it for this week. It's 3 tournaments left, man. I've been doing this all season. This is crazy. I feel like I missed like maybe 1 or 2 tournaments, but other than that, I feel like I covered the major tournament of that weekend all year long. So best be sure to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please answer the question down below. Do you think that Tokido could get the same results that he's gotten in those 12 events with Alex? Until next time, I'm out. Peace.